All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
The brothers from the Indianapolis camp like to start by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers that's doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the Aquaf that believe as well. All right, shalom to you other laborers and you believers scattered abroad throughout the face of the earth. Even if you're among the heathen, and even like the heathen, who are spectacular Israelites, to the household of faith, which is the elect, I want to say shalom to you. All right, I'm with the brother Kanak Kadash, and we got a video clip we're going to play for you, and Lord willing, is edifying to the sheep, and what's going on right now on the unicorn. As you have some of these so-called white people, some of them may be Jake, but one thing they fear is retribution or recompense. And they know that we're, as far as the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American people, they know we the true biblical Israelites. And so the truth has came out and really
flourished.
It's flourished and they're scared. Go ahead.
I want to say, the truth has flourished, man, to the point where the Lord said he should pour his spirit upon all flesh. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, Esau is being revealed in the last days of the atrocities that he's done unto us even more and more. The more he tries to hide it, the more it seems the Lord seems to reveal it and show and show his true colors, even to the point where the Lord is making, like brother was just saying, one of them might be Jake, one of them not. But even to the point where the Lord is starting to have Esau condemn his own people,
Mm-hmm.
So, the brother gonna play the clip and then we're gonna get into it.
I don't want to be out of line, but as a white pastor with a white congregation, I'm not struggling to find sympathy for the cops. I'm not struggling to find compassion for the police officers in my congregation. What I'm struggling against is people that I have known and loved that are saying things like, this happened over 100 years ago. Why are they still going on about it? Well, you're talking about stuff that ended a long time ago, Pastor. Why can't they just forget about it and move on?
See,
why do we have...
That's another MO of Esau, too. Esau want to throw the rock and have the hand all the time, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what they hoping, that we just forget. But the Lord has not forgotten his people, man. The Lord has not forgotten us, and we will not forget him by Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have a Black History Month. Where's our White History Month? Or even the stupid comments, even stupider than that. Like Juneteenth? When do we get our holiday?
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to get your brand in front
of...
Esau
want to be celebrated. Talking about when do they get their holidays. And those holidays that you mentioned, Black History Month and Juneteenth, those are not holidays. Those are really Esau holidays, man. Because the only true holidays are the high holy days, man. Those are the only holidays on the planet, man, that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to be participating in anyway,
Yeah, that's something to pacify Jake, Oh, he gave you a Black History Month. You should be happy. Mm-hmm. Juneteenth, a lot of slaves are still working on the plantation, still being treated as slaves. So, I mean, and it is deep, man. The history of America and how it treated so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, it's deep, and they know it. And, the Lord is bringing up all the receipts on this place because he's getting ready to judge it. And that's the ultimate thing. And no matter how much, Esau tried to avoid it, the Lord is going to bring up, the evidence against him because the evidence is overwhelming.
Yeah.
This is a slam dunk court case, and Esau knows it. So now, he's no longer able to hide himself, like it says in Jeremiah 49.
God.
You know, he's been a fugitive and the vagabond of the earth for so long. Now he's getting ready to be brought to justice. And that's what he's scared for, you know. Let's play a little more clip. Again, fair use, fair use.
When do we get our holiday? It's called July 4th. What I'm struggling with is, how do I answer these people? How do I pastor these people? How do I come against mindsets that have been embedded for decades, that have been inbred in them, and they think they are righteous and justified, and they don't see the sin in their own heart? And how do I pastor that? I've got friends that are officers, and I love them, and I hurt for them. But right now, what I'm seeing is the pain in my brothers who are black and my sisters who are black. And I do have compassion for the police. But when I have betrayed a trust, it is my responsibility to find out how to fix that.
Somebody grab Obadiah verse 10. Because there's no such thing as us being brothers as far as, you know, Esau and Jacob. Now, was Esau and Jacob brothers? But the scriptures say what? That the Lord will cut him off. We want to read it for you. The book of Obadiah verse 10. Somebody got that?
Obadiah 1-10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
See? Thou shalt be cut off forever. And then there's reasons, you know, even when you read down in this same chapter of why they're going to be cut off. You know? Matter of fact, keep reading, Baba Kushal.
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces and foreigners into the gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Yeah, it's talking about the Babylonians when they invaded and they was taking away captive the tents of Judah. You know? It says thou was as one of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, right along with them, contributing to throwing us into captivity. But thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he was become a stranger. Neither shouldst thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Keep going.
Keep going.
Thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
Yeah, because calamity, you know, we go into calamity, you look it up, you know, calamity is to be fading, to be failing in strength. And when you get ready to go into slavery, you know, that's you being, you know, vulnerable. And you at your lowest point, because guess what? When you go into slavery, there's a lot of shit happening when you go into slavery. You look at the slavery documentaries, all kind of shit happening. You got the soldiers or the troops of the other nations coming in. They can be killing your loved ones, all kind of shit. Ravishing your daughters, your wives, all kind of shit. Taking your precious things. That's not a good sight. That's not a fucking fun thing to experience.
Right.
You know, that's fucking hell upon you. And you don't have no power or might in your hand to fight against them. And then you got your raggedy ass Esau helping the Babylonians take away our brothers. You know? Go ahead.
Yea, they should not have looked on the affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
Yeah, taking shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's like it.
They're gonna say, taking our valued possessions, taking our books, our history, you know, destroying, you know, archives. If brothers watch movies, you know what happens when you watch those ancient Roman movies, and when they go into those cities, they destroy everything. Like you know, even though you know the Apollo was off in the movie Troy, when he first got to Troy, he cut the head of Apollo off. You know, those type of things they was doing, you know, to our sacred places, man. You know, and destroying what we had, man, what the Lord had given us, you know.
Read verse 14, we're going to get back to the video.
Little should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Yeah, so not only did y'all stop us from being able to escape, y'all let it go over there. I saw someone go that way. I saw him go that way. You know, you pretty much helped them to afflict us, man. Help them to throw us into slavery, man. You know.
Yeah, and then what happened? You was helping destroy Jerusalem.
Right.
That's why it says in Psalms 137, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. It said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. Because why? You the ones that burned down Jerusalem. It says that in the book of Esdras, first Esdras, in the Apocrypha. You know? Matter of fact, about Washam, I'm going to get it real quick, if I may, and bring that out, because that's a fact. Something you actually did. This is First Esdras chapter 4, and this is verse 45. It's actually I'll start at 44. And to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart when he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again to the right, because you go into the books of Ezra and Nehemiah. This was all during the time of the rebuilding, all right, of the temple at Jerusalem and even the walls. Okay, it says verse 45, and Cyrus, Cyrus the Great, he was he's the one that was given charge. The Lord set him up to allow Jake to go back to rebuild. By the way, that's why that's a part of secular history. Verse 45, it says, thou also, and it's like even then, you fucking heathen was coming against Jake to rebuild. Gotta make mention of that. Verse 45, thou also hast vowed to build up the temple, which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. So there you go, man. And you have the nerve to be over there in our land trying to act like,
You are.
Yeah, the temple, belonged to you, was left of the temple, which is nothing really, But hey, man, there you go, man. The Edomites burned down the fucking temple, bro. You gotta pay for that shit too.
That's right.
All right.
Let's pay for everything you've done. Go ahead, stop.
No, you all right. Let me see. There's a little more in this clip. Let me see.
Its ability to find out how to fix that.
There's no way to fix it though.
And to my
The only way that these things are gonna be fixed, man. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed by the sword, man.
Bring it out.
All right. Let's get that. That's your Revelations, all right?
13.
Revelations 13 and 12. You know what I'm
I'll read Revelation 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And we were the ones that were led into captivity. All right. So we're gonna have captives as well. Go ahead.
It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
All right. So that's just balance from the Yahweh Shai, man. Righteous balance. Y'all killed us with the sword. Y'all put us in captivity. Y'all done unrighteous acts to us, but everything we do want to be righteous unto the Lord, man. But that doesn't mean we're not going to put our foot on your neck. We're going to rule righteously. It's going to be hardcore rulership, man. Go ahead.
Here's the patience and faith of the saints.
And the saints are the Israelites, man. All right. That's who the Lord was talking about.
I preach that for you.
Okay.
This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25.
Okay.
But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done. And there is no respect of persons.
Yeah, so the Lord not gonna respect it, but he's not a respect of persons of who your family name is, what stature you are, your wealth, none of that, even your rulership. All right, because this is not true rulership. The true rulership is gonna be when the Israelites are ruling the earth, man. All right, but you're gonna have to pay for the deeds that you have done. All right, Esau is at the point where sometimes some of you guys think that there's no recompense to what you've done. All right, the Lord is not gonna come and do anything to help us, man. But the Lord has not forgotten us, man. All right, how about Shemal Shai? All right, he's gonna come back. All right, just like the guy says in the other video the brother got, the Lord's gonna come back with a reward, man, for us. All right. And destruction and hell for everybody else, man. And that us is the elect. Let me just put that out there as well. Go ahead. This is Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. If thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Speak on that.
You know, we get on Esau, but you know, all these nations had their hand in trying to destroy the nation of Israel. All right, or put us into captivity. All right, or what is it? We just talking about it. Taking our values, taking our riches and our gold and different things like that, man. All of them had a piece of it, man. And when one nation that didn't, you know, do something to afflict the nation of Israel, man. All right.
This is real quick. Let me write this real quick this is First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?"
Yeah. So that pretty much backs up what I was just saying. You know, all these other nations have taken the spoils of the nation of Israel. Man. All right, you're gonna pay for it. You know. See, but the difference is right now these nations are in the uproar. Everybody mad at each other. You know, it's total chaos. Esau's rulership. But when we rule, these nations are going to be happy that we're back in rulership, man.
Well, I mean, if you really look at the history of time, before every kingdom went down, it was always confliction from within. You know, even back to with Rome and the popes and all that, it was always confliction from within. And what the scripture says the house divided against itself cannot stand.
That's right.
So the Lord is putting the spirit of division upon the earth, you know, to shake this thing up, you know, because we're at the point now where wickedness is just exceedingly at an all-time high, man. And also, like the Lord said in the scriptures, it says He shortened time when no flesh would be saved. All right, we finna come into that with Jacob's trouble, you know, DJ doing his thing out here, man, you know, and those so-called jelly beans, man, they wrapping things up, you know, all around on the four corners of the earth as well, man. I just seen something where they had a so-called attack on them in Manchester, you know.
Yep.
So
that's victim.
Yeah.
Victim, you know, they the villain, but they want to play the victim.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to do just FYI. This thing is just not about so-called black men. You know, this thing is about the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm gonna put the scripture to back it up. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." All right, so we all, it says, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. And we held captive all the way even unto this day. You know, by our wages, we have no land. We pretty much have nothing. And you know, the so-called Israelites are existing in our enemy grounds, man. Not even knowing it. You know, but through the Spirit, the Lord has woken up the elect to know where we are and where we stand. You know.
Yeah, we're still being oppressed to this very day.
Okay.
You know, look what's going on right now, because even in this video, it's a collab of the Northern and Southern Kingdom Israelites, just us three alone. You know, which the Lord is, you know, bringing us together and closing up the breaches, man.
Okay.
You know, because for so long we've been divided as a nation, right? And that's what Esau hates, man. They hate that, you know, the Northern and Southern Kingdom get back together. The ones of us that believe and serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and we're serving the Lord in righteousness, man, and the truth, man. And they hate that because why? Unity between us symbolized their downfall, and so they don't want to go down.
Okay.
You know, what kingdom really want to go down? You know what I'm saying? You know, they're like shit. Hey, the Israelites are getting together, man. Oh shit.
Right.
You know, they God or the God of Israel. They know the God of Israel exists. You know, go ahead.
Verse 34 it says, "The Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is His name."
Yeah, Yahweh. Yahweh is the Father and Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
But in this one, it says Yahweh, all right? And it says host. Host represents armies. He the one that controls the Lord. Hey, the Heavenly Father, his title is the Lord of armies, heaven's armies, the angels. You know?
Okay.
You got
His Lord of hosts is His name.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
Judge our cause. Why? Because that's what it was always meant to do. As far as the Lord's will. The Lord's going to take us through captivity. All right? And then ultimately what? Remember his promises that he made to our forefathers. And redeem us or save us from our enemies.
God, it says that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
See?
And this is modern day Babylon that we in right now, man. You know? So the Lord is going to plead our cause. Even though, you know, it's a nice gesture to hear, you know, the guy on the video say the things that he said, you know, that's beautiful. You know, but you have no power. The Lord is going to redeem us, man. You know, the Lord is going to set things right, the right way it's supposed to go, man.
Well, the Lord ain't, go ahead, I go so.
I just said, fine.
The Lord ain't accepting lip service.
That's right.
I mean, listen, Isaiah 14. Let's bring out Isaiah 14.
That's right.
Because lip service, you know, we read Revelation 13:10. You know, lip service is just one thing. We got to get it back and physically.
Yeah.
You know,
This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
which haven't happened yet.
Okay. And this is prophecy. All right. Prophecy means to tell before it happens. All right. So that right there letting you know that the people in the land are not those people. Go ahead. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And them the Israelite foreigners.
Right.
Not no fucking actual heathen. Ain't no fucking that Latter-day Saint shit. No, the old days and the latter days saints have always been the same. The Israelites. Ain't no fucking heathen gonna creep in there.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc.
And the people will, and just to break it down for somebody who don't understand who the Israelite foreigners are, these are people that have been born around those other nations, but their lineage goes back to the nation of Israel.
Yep.
Okay. And it says the people shall be taken, and the people shall take them and bring them in their place, to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. Is this not balance? Is this not balance? Did y'all not come and get us and possess us? Yep. All right, this is the balance of Yahweh Shem Shai. He said, we're going to come get you and bring you like you did us, man. There's nothing new up under the sun.
It's force. It's about force.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Because when you take somebody away captive, that's force, man.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it, bro.
To their place and in the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. Are we not oppressed in this place? Well, the man of the Lord, the man that's seeking Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, we're oppressed every day. You know, I see a brother, that's dealing with me in the camp every morning. What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Ready to get up out of here. You know, it's a dreadful thing to continue to live and walk around and hear and have to deal with the things that's going on in this wicked kingdom, man. Mm-hmm. You know, the truth say, well, the pressure make a wise man, man. You know? And I just want to say that not only the whole world is oppressed, man. You know, the elect men just know why we're oppressed. You know, and I want to go back up into that a little bit as well. What was that talking about, man? That was talking about slavery. You know, because we were handmaids. You know, we were slaves unto these people. Even unto this day. We're still, when the Lord comes back, we're still going to be found in this man's hand. You know?
Yeah.
So we served hardcore slavery for this dude. All right, so the Lord is going to have our back. The Lord is going to come do his thing against this cat.
Verse 3.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou hast made to serve. Yeah, we have hardcore, like I said, we have hardcore bondage. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't know we know what sleep is, but we don't know what actual rest is, to be able to rest peacefully. All right? Every day we walk out of the house, our lives are in danger, as it says in the book of Deuteronomy, man. You know? We don't know true peace. We won't know true peace until the Lord comes
and deliver us true peace.
Yeah, precept. We can wrap.
Okay.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. And I'm going to read I'll start at verse 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, and you can go to the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. It give you, a list of who all our adversaries is. All right, in general, you can just say the heathen nations.
Pretty much.
God. It says, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore.
Everything's gonna be turned. Everything's gonna be turned over. Y'all oppressed us, y'all prayed us, y'all did all type of things, threw us into captivity. Everything's gonna be reversed around. All right, but the only thing difference is we're gonna rule forever. If you really think about the Lord, let y'all rule here, then that kingdom ended. You let you rule here, this kingdom ended. Mm-hmm. Every kingdom end up ending, but our kingdom is gonna be what? Everlasting. Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, says the Lord, meaning the curses. It says, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. It says, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded up, and the city shall be built upon her own heap. And that's going to be by way of you heathen building up our kingdom. All right. You read Isaiah 61 says, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few, which is a cut to the people that's in our land. They're few in numbers. It says, I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. So there you go, man. Hey, the Lord's going to have mercy on us. He's going to ultimately give us rest like the brother was going to, and then we're going to be hairy. It says merry. It's like we're going to be merry, meaning what? We're going to be joyful and happy that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai had actually, made sure of his promises, which we know the Lord is faithful. Because right now, even look at our land. The people in the land is not happy. They're not happy in our land. Because why? They don't have rest. They terrify on all sides. But see, that's because the prophecy, like the brother said, the prophecy of the scriptures is referring to the real, true biblical Israelites. Right. And when we return, which is the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we're going to have rest. We're going to have total peace. Right? We're going to experience tranquility, man. And then the heathen nations is going to know what it is to serve us. And then we're going to actually have to get them right. That's right. Meaning what? They're going to have to keep the Lord's law. Because, right now you have a thing of disorder and chaos in the earth. And the Israelites, through Yahweh Shai, all right, is going to bring peace to the earth. And that's when it's going to be fulfilled, Proverbs 29:2. All right, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So, hey, with that, hey, Lord willing, this video have been edifying to the flock. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. Hey, shalom to the Lord's elect. And we'll see you next video, Lord willing. Shalom.
Shalom.